Now, you probably expected I would have done this subreddit by now on this channel, but the reality of the situation is I've somehow forgot since making the Jordan Reacts channel that the expectation versus reality subreddit existed. Here we are, though. Better late than never, right? Let's start off with number 19. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Not gonna sing it. McDonald's Millionaire's Latte. Is that a real thing? What, really? McDonald's has a latte that's called the Millionaire's Latte? As if for some reason millionaires have a particular kind of latte that they usually get, and McDonald's is like out here bringing that latte to the masses. Like, all right, guys, we've discovered the secret of millionaires. It's this latte. That's what gives them their success. Here you go. You must have ordered the non-millionaire's latte, though, or they mistook your order. I apologize if that actually happened, but it's definitely not the millionaire's latte. That's sub $1 million. It's like the average latte. Order up a size for an oversized look. Oh, that's a little bit sheer. Maybe good for like a St. Patrick's Day, Mardi Gras combination sort of thing, but probably something you would have wanted to know in advance before you bought it, because the original photo doesn't really let you know it's real sheer. Although, isn't there clothing that sometimes when you do a flash on camera, not the other kind of flash, okay, even though it's kind of related to this, it'll kind of reveal more even if the clothing doesn't look sheer otherwise? Anyway, sorry that's happened to you. Elmo and Elmer. Oh, God. Oh, that's horrifying. It looks like some kind of toy that got tossed into a vat of blood and then its eyeballs got squeezed out of it or something, as I'm getting demonetized for saying all this. I mean, look, I can't blame you. In order to do all this frosting art, I've tried doing frosting art before on an episode of Nerdy Nummies. Let me tell you, it's a lot more difficult than you'd think it is just to get the little out of the frosting dispenser bag. This, however, I don't know about that thing. Yeah, I think kids are gonna start crying if you serve that to them. Like, oh God, what happened to Elmo? And it's like, it's Elmer. He's made of glue. All right, it is what it looks like. Thought was unrealistic to copy it. Did quite well. Not bad at all. But there's a distinct lack of actual turkey here. I feel like for Thanksgiving, I need some turkey, even though it is very dry. There's a lot of protein to it, and it's quite delicious. Perhaps this is the vegetarian Thanksgiving. It's like, we've got turkey, it just happens to be made of vegetables. And I'd be like, what does that mean? And then I'd go to the party and be like, oh, I really wanted turkey, but okay, carrots, those are good. Those are good too. Also looks like the turkey's kind of on fire, which is cool. It's like fire out of vegetables. Latte art is hard. Would you say it is hard? Okay. Perhaps that was on purpose. Instead of difficult, you use hard. I mean, I have no idea how anyone makes the thing on the left. I don't know how they do drawings and write names in the tops of lattes and stuff, but more power to people who can do it, for whom it's not too hard. If anything, there are even more cherries on the cake than on the packaging. I don't know. I'm kind of torn here, because I feel like, I guess we live in a world where a lot of things don't stand up to expectation, and this subreddit is dedicated to that, usually to a humorous degree, but it's getting upvoted for being what's displayed on the package. Are expectations collectively that low that when something turns out as it's pictured, we're like, this is incredible. They were honest. Honesty is so rare these days that I'm gonna post a picture on the internet and get millions of impressions on this thing just because they were accurate. I mean, I guess it rewards honesty for the people who make these, but it's still funny to me that we live in a place where it's like, I mean, that it looks like it's supposed to. It shouldn't be remarkable, but apparently it is. It looks good though. I guess it's my fault for assuming each balloon would have only one emoji on them. I mean, I guess they didn't really do anything terribly misleading, because the picture is what the balloon looks like. So, I mean, it doesn't seem like the highest quality printing on the balloon, but it is what's displayed. I mean, you can't really be mad, right? You jump to conclusions. You thought, oh, it'll be individual, but there are more than 8 emojis here on the packaging. So if it's 8 balloons, were you expecting it'll be a random selection of these 8? Because then you might have been disappointed that you didn't get the exact emoji you wanted. So, I don't know. I feel like you can't have it both ways in this situation. And it was accurate, I suppose. I had the groomer try a new clip on my dog. Oh no. Are those the same breed of dog? Because they just look totally different. Is that a poodle? I think that's a poodle. Is that a poodle? I don't know if that's a poodle. Is it just that the dog is old and kind of has graying hair and that's what's going on here? That's why it doesn't work? Or is the groomer just bad? I don't have enough experience here, but I'm so sorry, dog. At least the dog has no idea that it looks kind of horrifying. It's probably okay with itself. And in fact, maybe less dogs will bark at it because they don't realize that it's a dog. Or maybe even more dogs are gonna bark at it. It's like, what are you? I've never seen something like you before. In and out. Yeah, I mean, could have predicted this one. I don't know, I've had In and Out before and it generally looks pretty similar to the photos. I guess the reason why that's not expected is because, like McDonald's and Burger King, the promotional photos generally look far, far better than what you get. But I don't know if it's just that In-N-Out's promotional photos have less embellishment to them, or if the product maybe looks a little better. It's probably a little combination of both. But yeah, it is what it is. Again, it's interesting to me that we live in a place where it's unexpected and it's people surprised that things are how they're represented. Not too shabby. Yeah, that's pretty good. Is there actual pineapple in there? It's not just the leaves from the top of the pineapple. Is there actually pineapple underneath the cheese and the walnuts? It's a weird combination. Like, people tend to argue about, can pineapple go on pizza? Can pineapple go on cheese and walnuts? And for those of you wondering, I have no issues with pineapple on pizza. I don't order it, but if presented with it, I won't take the pineapple off before eating. It's totally fine. I don't know. Let the comments argument begin. Wife thought the skillet would be a little bigger. What the heck is that? Oh man, honey, look, on Amazon, I found this really good deal on a skillet. It costs 99 cents. Look at the photo right here. Looks really good. I didn't actually realize it's a cherry tomato plus a really, really small egg in there. Whoops. This is not gonna be very functional for anything other than making cherry tomatoes with stuff in them. You can cook one cherry tomato at a time. This is like Fortnite and PUBG combined. This would be the gray frying pan. The gold one would be much bigger. People are gonna be mad at me for like combining the two games as a reference, but whatever, just be fine with it, it's cool. Relatively happy with how my boyfriend's 29th birthday cake turned out. Yeah, I'd be down with a Charmander cake. That's pretty dope. Happy birthday. Good touch right there, putting the candle in the tail. That was a smart little addition. Even though they didn't do it up there, you made the clutch decision. Good stuff. I'd feel badly about eating it. Backfire. Expectation. Reality. Whoops. That's why the 600 LT is nice and clever, because there's nothing above the exhaust outlets when the fire is happening. It always seems a little bit sketchy when you have bodywork right above where fire is coming out. I'd be a little bit scared of that, and for good reason. Also, I've seen a Ventador, a couple of Ventadors, I think, light on fire doing that too. Not in person, but videos. I got AirPods with my new iPhone 8. Oh, wait. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I was bamboozled by that too. They know what they're doing. You're going to be so stoked to get some AirPods, some wireless headphones. What? These are like $150. They're going to just include it in the price for oh. Now there's a cable under there. Well, now you got my hopes up, and now I'm just going to buy them. Apple's like, mission accomplished. Just drove another sale for the AirPods. I ordered a sausage roll at my uni's cafe today. I mean, was this the photo that was on display, or did you just have an idea as to what a sausage roll meant when you were about to order it? Also, I actually don't know what I would expect because I've never ordered a sausage roll before. So, just a couple of sausages tucked into a hamburger bun, probably not what I would expect. I'm with you on that one. That looks a little bit plain and disappointing, but still, I don't know. That's expecting a lot out of a university cafe. That's some kind of nice French bakery kind of thing right there. Although, my university did have some nice stuff. UCSB they had this Chinese restaurant in one of the engineering buildings. Orange chicken, chow mein. So down with that. I almost want to go take a drive up there just to see if it's still there. $60 professional Halloween makeup. I asked for the photo on the left with just a little fake blood. On the right is what the makeup artist gave me. I mean, it looks like the only real difference is the blood dribbles. I mean, the rest of it's kind of similar other than just, I don't know, there's a lot of black eye going on right there. And it's a little white versus being more skin color. I feel like the basics were there. But they just took a couple creative liberties that kind of threw it off a little bit. Especially adding the blood dribble I don't know. But you said a little fake blood. And that is a little fake blood. So I don't know. I'm torn. It's just like, it's reasonably off, in my opinion. But I can see your disappointment. Some boots from Amazon. Huh. Yeah. So you ordered some boots for your motorbike, and you got rain boots with painted on things. All right. Wow. That's a way to never get repeat business and possibly some class action lawsuits from everyone who was duped into getting those orders. Like, hey, we can start a company where we just paint some rain boots and then just let's create a photoshopped image of what they expect them to look like, and then we'll just ship them painted rain boots. They'll never know the difference. Also, kind of unsafe if someone actually did go and use the product on their bike and something ever happened. I don't know. Seems like they might be on the hook for not selling a product that's actually safe. I feel robbed of my chocolate. Oh man, that's a real bamboozle. Godiva, what are you doing? It's okay, Godiva is really tasty. Usually it's expensive, but it's tasty. It's honestly, that's not something I'd be surprised about. I'd open it up. Well, first off, I'd probably feel that there's a little bit of an indentation. It kind of looks like there's an air bubble there. You push it in, you wouldn't expect that deep of an indent, but I don't know. Knowing that Godiva's fancy gourmet chocolate, you kind of expect that there's going to be some twist. This is a very gourmet thing to do. Make it shaped in some way that also causes the portion size to be a lot less. All right? You want yourself some nice, solid chocolate? Go get yourself some Hershey's. It's not what you're getting from Godiva here. We all about that high-class, small portion size here. My friend bought this costume online, and I've been laughing all day. Is that actually the photo that's on the online? Like, that's a really nice-looking costume right there. You get this. Dude, I could totally see a bit in a Deadpool movie where somehow Deadpool loses his outfit and has to dive into a Halloween store last minute in order to keep on disguised while, doing whatever he has to do, fighting crime next. So he goes in and he comes out in this outfit. And then some people on the street are like, oh, that's cute. Look at this guy trying to dress up like Deadpool. I could totally see that bit being in a movie. Obviously better written than the way that I just spitballed it out there. Next Deadpool movie, make this a bit. I think it'd be great. But maybe that's just me. All right. Anyway, that's it for the last month of Expectation versus Reality. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist, which will have more videos when more videos are available. You can watch other videos on the channel. Subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you next time.